And yeah, let's begin in Debbie's setup for the posture with a bolster behind, and maybe put a blanket as well, Debbie, for your head.
Where's my blanket? Oh, I gotta get it.
Hi, May. Is that is it May? Is that how you say it? Could you?
It's
Yeah.
actually, I'm going to switch it. It's actually Alyssa, but
Oh, it's
I
Alyssa.
the names.
Okay, no worries. If you have some props with you, then please have them close to you, namely like a bolster, blanket, bricks, if you have them. If you don't, you can also substitute it with, whatever you have in the house, cushions and stuff like that. Or you don't have to use props also. I'll teach you without props as well. So we're going to start in a reclining posture today. And if you have any injuries, then please let me know, just so I'm aware of it. And I can help you in the practice with it. So if you have a bolster and a blanket, then you can set up like how Karith is set up here, or Debbie is set up. Otherwise, just lie down on the floor on your mat. And let's actually begin with our legs straight today in Shavasana first. And lengthen your tailbone and the low back. Tuck your shoulder blades under with your palms facing up. Begin in a relaxed posture. Begin to withdraw your mind from your day to day, bringing it into the present moment in time on your mat in the practice of yoga. And also into the present environment of your physical body. Use your awareness to scan your physical body and notice any sensations you may feel. And become aware of the position of your joints, the 12 major joints, your ankles, knees, hips, Just spreading some mental energy there. Shoulders, elbows, and wrists. To begin to access the mind space as well as the heart space. Mind space through your awareness, and heart space through the sensation, the feeling. Also observe your breath now, just like you did with your physical body. Bring your mind to your breath and first observe the sensation of your breath as it moves in and out of your nostrils. As well as become aware of the length of your breath. Where does the inhalation stop? Throat, chest, or abdomen? So the depth. Also the quality, is it relaxed or is there any strain on it? And then to bring your nervous system to a more neutral place. The nervous system often gets stimulated or stressed even in our day-to-day lives. So in yoga, it's important to make an effort to relax the nervous system and bring it to a more neutral place. And this you can do by relaxing your throat, using your awareness. Relax the throat, relax the skin on your face, your forehead, cheeks, and soften and rest your eyes. And taking the time and creating the environment to come to a place of relaxation. In many ways is an act of loving kindness towards yourself, towards your body, your mind, your emotional body. Slowing down, paying attention, bringing the body, the mind, and the emotions to a more neutral, relaxed, comfortable, and enjoyable state. And it does take some amount of effort and focus and energy as well to do that for oneself, especially in the busy world that we live in today. And from a place of more centering and more relaxation, we then move into the yoga practice from there for it to be more effective. In fact, relaxation is a prerequisite. Centering is a prerequisite for the practice of yoga. At least to get the benefits from the practice of yoga as they're intended. Bend your knees, please, and join the soles of your feet in Supta Baddha Konasana. Knees will go out to the side slightly. And here we're going to begin to gently open the body through our actions. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. And with a gentle, soft action, press the center of your heels against each other. Press the outer edges of your feet. And just as a book opens, a book with a spiral bind opens, move the big toes and the big toe mounds away from each other, while the outer edges of your feet, the pinky toe side, press against each other, and the center of your heels press against each other. This will initiate an opening response in the grinds and the knees coming down closer to the floor. Tuck the tailbone slightly. You can place your hands on your thighs and help just the weight of your arms. You don't really need to push. You can just relax them there. Just let the weight of the arms encourage that opening in the hip joint and the groins. As you hold your body with your actions, relax wherever you feel any tightness or contraction. Suggest for the area to relax. And then check in with your breath again. Notice the quality of your breath. Relax your exhalations and soft inhalations. And relax your throat, face, and eyes again. So even within your actions, there is a relaxation, or relaxed quality in your body, breath, and your nervous system. Clear action helps you to access and initiate opening in the body. But the action is only complete when the quality of relaxation is part of the experience. The opening only happens when you're able to relax the area that's being targeted by the action. And even in the posture, the relaxation part of it is where the loving kindness is. If you only apply action and overdo that, that is the opposite. It's aggression, which can often create harm. The action needs to be clear, soft, and the response of relaxation completes the act of loving kindness. Okay, and then open your eyes, please. Use your hands to bring your knees together. Roll over to your side gently and come to a seated posture. And Karith, if you'd like to share, it's a good time. I'm just going to grab a glass of water. My throat is dry a bit. I'll be back in a sec.
All right. Hi, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. So we're in this amazing time right now, which is called the period of the Omer. And the period of the Omer is this period between Passover and Shavuot that connects our redemption, our liberation from Egypt and from slavery and from being in a constricted and tight place to our receiving of the Torah and all the wonderful things that come with that. And it's this idea of connecting redemption, freedom, with revelation, with the ability to see clearly. But during this period of the Omer, the first thing that we have the opportunity to do is to say a blessing. And so if you want, you don't have to unmute yourself, but you can repeat after me, so you can join me in this blessing for counting the Omer. There are specific number of days of the Omer, and we're going to count. We're on the 6th day today. So you can repeat these words after me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. And so we praise God for sanctifying us with mitzvot and for commanding us to engage in this practice of counting the Omer. And today is the 6th day of the Omer. So the Kabbalists did this amazing thing where they overlaid these qualities of divinity with midot, with qualities that we have as human beings. And today, the two qualities that are being overlaid, each day has a different quality being overlaid with each week having a connection to the different ways that the Kabbalists see divinity manifesting itself in the world. We're just going to focus on today. And today, the qualities that we're looking at are chesed and yesod. So today is called chesed shebeyasod, and that means loving kindness in foundation. So Amit did such a beautiful job of starting us off with finding that chesed, that loving kindness for ourselves. So chesed can be translated as loving kindness. It can be translated as love. It can be translated as unbounding flow. It's the outpouring of overabundant love. I'm just going to say that again because it feels so good. The outpouring of overabundant love. What a wonderful thing to even consider experiencing on Shabbat. I hope you're experiencing that for yourself right now, for others, and feeling that from others flowing toward you. Yesod is foundation. It's a root. It's this idea of generativity, of creation, of creativity. It roots us in both our past and connects us also to our future. So what we do in yoga, I think, starts very much with our foundation, with really feeling ourselves in our physical selves, being aware of where we are in our bodies. And through that, the way that we can actually strengthen our own capacity to express loving kindness for other beings begins with our own foundation, within our beings. So accessing and expressing loving kindness and doing so abundantly for ourselves first is really fertile ground for such a practice that then can flow to other beings. And when we take the time to strengthen our foundation, I think that's what we're doing here in Torah Yoga. It's what many of us do if we practice meditation. It's what we do in the practice of Judaism when we engage mindfully in a bracha, in a blessing. We set the stage, allowing ourselves to be strong enough in our foundation to engage in loving kindness, then not just for ourselves, but for those who we naturally feel tenderness, and just as importantly, for those toward whom we find it challenging to practice loving kindness. So today, as we engage in our practice that engages our bodies, our minds, and our spiritual selves, I'm going to invite us all to take this as an opportunity to use our practice as a foundation, as the yesod, and to notice and cultivate this flow of chesed, this flow of loving kindness in our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Thank you, Carrot. Thanks for that beautiful sharing. And let's return to the practice. Let's go back to the mat. If you have a belt, please have it with you. And this time, just lie down on the mat without any props. Ellen, I can't really see you, but that's okay. If you prefer to have it like that, that's fine. But yeah, just lie down with the belt if you have it. Otherwise, I'll tell you how to substitute. Okay. And then bend your right knee, please. Interlock your fingers around your right knee and pull the right knee into your chest. Relax the right ankle, knee, and hip joint. And flex the left foot activate the left thigh to pull your kneecap up. Now we're going to open a little bit more. So a little more action, a little more engagement in the postures here. And if you have a belt, then hook the belt around the arch of your right foot and straighten the right leg. If you don't have a belt, just interlock your fingers behind your right thigh and straighten the leg. And in this posture, we're working on opening the legs, the hamstrings, especially calf muscles, the hip joint, as well as lengthening the spine here. So let's begin with straightening the right leg. You can loosen the belt a little bit so you're able to flex the right foot and straighten. And then hold the belt high enough that your elbows are straight. There's a slight external rotation of the right thigh to take the right sit bone back and lengthen the right side of the waist. And on the left leg, flex the left foot, activate the left thigh. The more space and length you create in your physical body, the better state of well-being you're helping the body to reach. Sometimes this takes effort, very focused effort. Okay, now keep the right leg straight, as straight as is available for you. And try not to bend the right knee. You're going to open the hip joint a little bit more. Relax the action on your left leg. So relax the foot and knee a bit. And focusing on the right leg, straighten the right leg. Flex the right foot. And inhale, pull the straight right leg towards your chest. Your elbows will go out to the side. Separate the belt, please, so the belt is not together. Yeah. And hold the leg there. On your exhale, either activate the right thigh or just and open the hamstring and back of the knee, or just relax wherever you feel the tightness. 2 more times. Inhale, pull the leg in, hold it there. Exhale, activate the thigh or just relax there. 1 more time. Pull in, hold, exhale, activate the thigh to open the back of the leg or just relax. Keep the right leg as it is. Flex the left foot, drag the left heel away from you, ground the left calf muscle and activate the left thigh. Do that for 2 more inhalations, lengthening the left heel away from the calf muscle. And now just hold the legs there with your hands as well as with your actions. And as I said earlier, complete it with a response of relaxation wherever you feel the tightness in your body. Good. Now hold the belt with just your right hand high up, close to your foot. And inhale, pull the leg into your chest, left hand on the left pelvis. Exhale, make sure that the belt does not slip as you take your leg to the right. Stop Bend the elbow, bend the right elbow and stop when the elbow touches the floor. Once the elbow is on the floor, external rotation of the right thigh. So it's the clockwise direction of the foot and the knee and the femur bone. And straighten the leg in your mount. Now using your left hand, push the left hip down, flex the left foot, ground the left calf muscle. Stay there, please. Now take your left hand in line with the left shoulder, palm facing up, and look to your left, please. Lengthen with the inner heel, the left inner heel, and ground the outer left hip on the floor. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your leg and relax for a moment in Samasthiti, in Shavasana. Bend your left knee, please. Interlock your fingers in front of the left knee and pull the knee into your chest. Relaxing the left ankle, knee, and hip joint and low back. And activating the right foot, thigh to ground the right side. And put the belt around the arch of the left foot, straighten the left leg. Hold the belt loosely as you straighten, so it doesn't restrict. So Debbie, take your leg up, please. Yeah. And once you can straighten it to whatever's comfortably available to you, then walk your hands up the belt so the elbows become straight and keep the belt apart slightly, not together. Continue to straighten the left leg by flexing the left foot. Activate the left thigh, external rotation of the left thigh to lengthen the left side of the waist. And then activate the right side. Right heel away from the calf muscle, ground the right calf muscle, ground the right hip. In the first stage, the leg is not coming towards you. In fact, the thigh, the femur bone is moving away from you towards the wall in the back to straighten the left leg. And the right femur bone is going towards the floor to straighten the right leg. As I mentioned earlier, the action accesses areas that have become tight, completed with a response of relaxation. Keep the left leg as it is. Relax the action on the right leg. We're going to go a little deeper. On the left side, keep the left leg straight. Inhale, pull the straight left leg into your chest. Elbows go out to the side. Hold there. And exhale, activate the left thigh and straighten the left leg even more, or just relax there if it's already too intense. Inhale, pull in again. Hold, exhale, and straighten or just relax. One more time. Inhale, pull, hold, straighten or relax. Keep the left leg as it is. Hold it there and work on the right leg. Flexing the right foot, dragging the heel away and grounding the right calf muscle. Do that a few times. And then hold the body with your actions and your hands. And allow the muscles to release and relax. And hold the belts high up with your left hand only. Pull the leg in to your chest. Make sure the belt does not slip as you take the leg to the left. Bend your left elbow. Stop when the elbow touches. Relax the hips first, and then external rotation of the left thigh. So it's a anti-clockwise movement of the foot, the pinky toe coming towards the floor, the inner heel lifting up. And straighten the left leg in your mount. Then right hand on your right pelvis, begin to work the right side. Flex the right foot, ground the right calf muscle, ground the right hip, ground the right shoulder. And take your right hand in line with your right shoulder, palm facing up. Look to your right. And come back to center. And release, please. Relax. Part of being loving is being attentive, being patient, clear, putting energy into. In the postures, slowing down also. In the postures, we develop all these skills towards ourselves. Sometimes it can be challenging if you're not used to it. But the bottom line is that only once you're able to be attentive to yourself, to be patient with yourself, patient or loving with yourself, you create that energy within yourself. And when there's an abundance of that energy, you then just extend the overflow to those around you. Which is why the practice is so important. It begins with self-love, with self-attentiveness, all those skills within yourself. Otherwise, peace, even peace, right? Having peace, that's an act of love. And then you extend that. Otherwise, you may be extending something else, which may not be very loving. Okay. Bend your knees, please, and roll over to your side. Make your way up to a seated posture. We're going to go into Virasana, or Vajrasana. Let's see, Carrot. Carrot is doing it here. I'm going to spotlight. So come to tabletop, come to your hands and knees first. And have a brick close to you. Most of you are going to need a brick or some kind of elevation. It can be a cushion or a folded blanket. And in tabletop, bring your knees together and your feet pointing back. Take the feet apart, as you can see Carrot doing. Toes pointing back, and then sit on your brick. You may need 1, 2 bricks. Depends how open you are. You may not need any bricks. Depends on how open you are, how long you've been doing this posture, all those factors. So see what is comfortable for you, where you're able to manage any discomfort. Naturally, when you apply action, you are lengthening particular muscular groups and joints, certain joints, you're working them. So if those areas are tight for you, naturally you're going to feel some discomfort. Part of the process is dissolving that discomfort through the suggestion of your mind to relax those areas, as well as just as you hold the body for a while, the body has its own response of relaxation. Here we're opening the front of the legs, the tops of your feet and ankles, the shin bones, the front of the knees, the quadricep muscles. We're also relaxing the vertebrae of the low back, lengthening the spine as well, creating space in the thoracic region, lengthening and making room. Softening the shoulders and shoulder blades. Bring your hands to Namaste, please. Lift your sternum up with the sides of your thumbs. Interlock your fingers and straighten your arms. Take your hands above your head and use the action of your arms to lengthen not just the front of the spine, which naturally lifts, but also the sides and the back of the spine as well, which requires a little more focused effort. And with the spine extended, twist in the air to your right, twist the spine to the right. Really release your right hand behind you. If you're sitting higher on a brick or something, you'll have to come to your fingertips or use another brick behind you so you don't lean back. Release the right hand behind you and release the left hand to your right knee. Relax the hips. Notice if the left hip is moved forward slightly. This is a spinal twist, so we want to keep this hip squared and look in the line of your chest first, and also the neck neutral. Inhale, lift the left sternum up. Exhale, bend your right elbow and take the right shoulder back to twist the spine. Look neutral, just in front in the line of your chest. Don't turn back yet. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the left sternum. Exhale, take the right shoulder back. Bend your elbows to help you. Left shoulder forward. 1 more time. Inhale, lift the left sternum. Exhale, right shoulder back, left shoulder forward to push the rib cage from behind. Now keep the spine where it is. Drop your chin slightly towards your chest and turn the chin to your right to turn the head. Now hold the body there with your actions and notice with your awareness where you feel the stretch. It could be in your legs, it could be in your hips, most certainly in your spine, maybe in your shoulders and neck as well. You'll feel it. Suggest for it to relax. And come back to center. Interlock your fingers the other way. And straighten your arms. Take your hands above your head. Lengthen. Exhale, twist your left. Release the left hand behind you. On the floor, behind your spine, fingertips or the brick if you're sitting higher up. Lengthen the right sternum. Release the right hand to the left knee. Relax the hips. Relax the right hip. And lift the right sternum up. Exhale, bend your elbows. Use your shoulders to twist the spine. Look in neutral first. Don't twist the neck yet. Don't turn the neck. Isolate and twist the spine. Inhale, lift the right sternum. Exhale, use your shoulders to help you twist. One more time. Inhale, right sternum up. Exhale, twist. Now hold the spine there. Drop your chin slightly and turn the chin to your left to turn the head. The muscles on the left side of the spine are contracting a little bit. The right side of the spine is lengthening to open. So one side is working, the other side is lengthening. And release, please. Interlock your fingers again. Straighten your arms, take your hands above your head. And release your hands. Come back to tabletop on your hands and knees. And straighten your right leg behind you with your toes tucked under on the floor. Just move your body slightly front and back. Release your toes to the floor, Debbie. Yeah. Toes to the floor, right toes to the floor. Tuck the toes under. Yes, like that. And just move back and forth slightly. Release the back of the knee. And do it on the other side. And come to a seated posture, please, in the Dandasana with your legs straight forward. If your hamstrings are particularly tight, then it's better to sit on a little bit of elevation, either a folded blanket or a thin cushion. And hold your inner knees with your hands, the corresponding hand. You're going to take your straight legs apart in Upavishta Konasana. So pull this one leg apart and then the other. And take them apart as much as you can. Keep going. Yeah, so take them apart as much as you can. And then using both your hands on your right thigh, you're going to do an internal rotation of the right thigh. So spin it in, spin it to the left in an anti-clockwise direction, and then do the same for the left thigh, spin it to your right. Flex your feet, look at your toes and your knees. They should be pointing straight up towards the ceiling. Place your hands next to your hips on the floor. And like you did earlier, flex your feet, drag the back of your heels away from your calf muscles, ground your calf muscles, and lengthen from the big toe mounds, lengthen from the inner heel, lengthen the inner edge of your legs, the inner line of your legs, from the inner heel to the inner knee to the inner groin. Drop the sit bones evenly and push down on your hands, lift your sternum up, lengthen the spine, and that will initiate a rotation, even if it's minute, in the hip joint, in the pelvis, which will open the hamstrings even more. Lift the sternum up, flex the feet, both actions together. Good. And release, please. Bend your knees and join the soles of your feet in Baddha Konasana. And use your hands to pull the heels in towards your hips. If your knees are high up, then better to sit on a bolster. If your knees are high off the floor, sit on a bolster, please. And first, just move your knees up and down, flap the wings of the butterfly to relax the groins. Just relax the groins and move up and down to release. And a little quick, Debbie, that's too slow. Just relax and do it quickly. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then stop that movement. If your elbows touch your thighs, then press down with your elbows. If they don't touch, then put your hands on your thighs. And pushing down with your hands, pull the legs up against that. That's going to activate the groins, which is good to do before opening them. And then release that action. Move the knees up and down again to relax the groins. And now place your hands next to your hips on the floor or your props. And if you remember in the beginning of the class in Supta Baddha Konasana, we did the action of the feet. The center of the heels pressing against each other. The outer edges of your feet pressing against each other. And the big toes and big toe mounds moving away from each other. That's the action of the feet. The action in the spine is lengthening the sternum up, using your wrists, push down and lift the sternum up. That's the action of the spine. And then synchronize action. On your inhalation, push down on your wrist, lift your sternum up, keep the spine lengthening. This initiates an opening in the hip joint. On the exhale, press your feet and take the knees down. And this opens the groins. So don't release the sternum. Inhale, lift the sternum up. Keep the spine lengthening to open the hip joint. Work the feet. Take the knees down to open the groins. One more time. Inhale, lift the sternum up. Hold there. Exhale, press your feet. Take the knees down to open the groins. Now keep both of those actions. Hold your body with those actions and stay there. Breathe normally. And allow the body to respond in relaxation to the action that you've just applied. Good, and release, please. Make your way to child's pose. And in child's pose, hips move towards the heels. It depends on the condition of your knees. Child's pose can be a little challenging if you have things going on with the knees, in which case it's better for you to just lie down on your back and relax. If it's available, drop your forehead to the floor. If it doesn't reach the floor, then put a brick under. In yoga, rushing is considered to be a harmful act. Slowing down is considered to be a loving act. This is contrary to many of our lifestyles, trying to keep up with everything that's happening in life. But this is a matter of practice. So at least in yoga, practice to not rush, slow down, and that can be very challenging for most of us. It can be very challenging to slow down. We'd rather bring our whatever we do that causes harm, like rushing in life, we'd rather bring that into the yoga practice as well, because we're used to it. Not everything that we're used to is good for us. So as a matter of practice, as a matter of practicing loving kindness, slow it down. Slow down your breath. Slow down your thoughts. Keep your mind with your breath, with your body, relaxing the 12 major joints, relaxing your breath. And ignoring any urge for the mind to distract yourself away from the practice of slowing down. And slowly make your way up, please. Release your legs and come to a seated posture. Carrie, just checking, are you speaking one more time? Or at the end? Okay. We're going into a forward fold. So if you have a chair, then please grab the chair, bring it to your mat. We're going to use the chair to, if you're more open, you may want to use something else that's maybe bricks. Depends on how much you can fold in a relaxed way. And place your legs under the chair or just straighten your legs on the floor. And put your bricks, if you're using just the bricks, then sit down please, Debbie. Sit down, legs on the floor, straighten them, feet hip distance apart. And you don't, yeah, maybe today use the chair because you just got the vaccine and stuff, yeah. And coming into Dandasana, flex your feet, press down on your wrists and lift your sternum up. to open the spine, the hip joint, and the legs. And then bring your hands to Namaste. Lift the sternum up again. Interlock your fingers, straighten your arms, and take your hands above your head. Lengthen again. Good. And then look up, release the interlock, point your fingers up. Keep your hands where they are. Don't release the hands first. Fold from the hip joint and bring your torso towards your legs. Look in between your hands to lengthen your spine. Fold and then release your hands to your chair or your wherever you're holding. Pull the chair in, Donna. Use the chair. It's better. Use it. And put your elbows on the chair with your hands straight. Straighten your arms like you went into it. Yeah. And those of you using the chair, lengthen the sternum and take your elbows forward. Everyone lengthen the sternum. And then exhale, release your head to the side of the chair, the forehead, somewhere on the chair, or your bricks. If it doesn't work, don't use it, Donna. If it doesn't work, don't. Yeah, see if you can put your forehead on the side of the chair. Rest it. That's a tough one. Let it go if it's too much of a problem. Just hold your feet. Yeah. Yeah. Lengthen the sternum forward. Relax the hip joint. And slow down your breath. Good. Inhale, come to the half position, please. Exhale, interlock your fingers, take your hands above your head on the inhale. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, release your hands. And bend your right knee. We're going into Janusirsasana. Bend the right knee. Release the knee to the floor on your right. Foot against the left inner thigh. And hands on either side of your left leg. Lift your sternum up, turn the navel to the left. Flex your left foot. You can look at your big toe. And I mean, if you don't have the chair blocking, otherwise it's fine. And bring your hands to Namaste. Straighten your arms, take your hands above your head. Interlock and take your hands above your head. Lengthen, navel to the left. Look up. Keep looking in between your hands. Don't release your hands. Relax the hip joint. Bring your torso closer towards your legs. And then once your torso can't go down any further, release your hands and hold wherever's comfortable for you. Inhale, lengthen the left sternum. Exhale, relax the elbows if you're holding your feet. And relax and fold, release your head to something. So it's resting on something. And with the prop there, you don't have to really, it helps you to relax more, basically. the action is taking you into it, into the posture, into the experience. The relaxation is helping you receive the benefits physically, mentally, energetically. Good. Inhale, come up, please. Exhale, and now take your hands above your head. Interlock, take your hands above your head. Exhale, release your hands, release the right leg, and change legs. Bend the left knee to the floor, foot to your right inner thigh. Hands on either side of the extended leg, right leg. Lift your sternum up and turn your navel to your right. Hands to Namaste, lift your sternum up, interlock your fingers, straighten your arms, and take your hands above your head. Navel to your right again, look at your right big toe, flex the foot, activate the thigh, and then look up, release the interlock, point your fingers up, fold from the hip joint, and then release the hands to wherever is comfortable for you. And then in the half position, look at your big toe or towards it if you can't see it, and lengthen the sternum, especially the right sternum. Exhale and move your elbows forward. You can bend them and take them forward to take the spine forward and fold from the hip joint in a forward fold, Janusirsasana. Can you hear me? And come up, please. Release your hands, release your leg. Gareth, I'm not sure what happened there. Sorry, 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, I can't hear you. You're muted, Gareth. If you're speaking. Oh, you're muted again. Ah, that's strange. It's muting and unmuting. Did something happen with my mic?
On my end, it did, but maybe there's some, since I seem to be having some issues over here. It may be on my end.
What happened?
It sounded like your mic was dying, but I think it's my end. I think I know what it is. Hold on just a sec.
I switched my mic, but is this okay now? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Debbie, how are you doing? You feeling okay with the vaccine and everything?
Yeah, feeling okay.
Okay, good.
Just a little sore here.
Gareth, I'm just going to mute you for a second while you do that, yeah? Okay. And you can come up. Rest of you can come up. Just come to standing, please, in front of your chair. You okay, Kerith? Can you hear me okay? Okay, good. We're going to do a couple of twists. So stand in, have the chair on your mat and just stand in front of the chair. Donna, you good as it was fine. Yes. Stool is fine, but maybe a little high, Kerith. You may want to use, unless you, no, that's fine. You can try. Stool may be fine. Yeah. And bend, lift your right leg up, place the right foot on the seat of the chair or wherever's comfortable. And make sure the heel is on the chair as well. Right leg bent, please, Debbie. So step forward slightly, Donna. Yeah, and then look at your left heel. Make sure that the left heel is moving to the left a bit. So and the outer edge of your foot is parallel to the edge of the mat. Hands on your hips. And straighten the left leg. Lift your sternum up. Take your elbows back towards each other. Bring your hands to Namaste. Lift your sternum, interlock your fingers, straighten your arms, and take your hands above your head. We're going to twist to the right. Relax the right hip first, let it drop. And as you twist to the right, again, this is a spinal twist, so the right hip and knee should not move to the right. It should not move to the right. You have to restrict that. Okay, so look at your left knee. The knee should be straight forward. Relax the right hip. Twist just the spine. Even if you don't move too much, the right hip should not move back. Then you lose the benefit of the posture. Wrap the right arm behind you. Hold the left hip. Lift the left sternum up. Release the left hand to the right knee. And then you can use your left hand to pull the right knee in a little bit. Straighten the left leg. Lift your sternum up, left sternum up, bend your elbows, take the right shoulder back, left shoulder forward to twist the spine. Lengthen the spine and then twist. Then finally turn your chin to the right as well. And release, please. Change legs. And again, once again, paying attention, remember, is also a loving act. Paying attention, mental energy, slowing down, all of those things. So we're practicing all that. Move the right heel to your right a bit. Attention to detail. It's very important in the practice. Activate the right leg, right thigh. Lift your sternum up. Use your left hand and drop the left sit bone. Relax the left hip. And keeping your legs as they are, spine as they are, bring your hands to Namaste. Lift your sternum up. Interlock your fingers and straighten your arms. Take your hands above your head. And once again, this is a spinal twist. So the left hip and left knee, you have to restrict that from moving back as a matter of practice. Inhale, lift the sternum, exhale, twist the spine to your left, head neutral, release, wrap the left arm behind you, hold the right hip, lengthen the right arm and lift the right sternum up, release the right hand to the left knee. Square your hips, use your hands to help you square the hips, and then lift the right sternum up and take the left shoulder back. Then finally, turn your chin to the left. And release, please. Release. Come down. So let's see. Go into downward dog, please. And pay attention to how the weight at the roots of your fingers, where the fingers insert into the palms, how they drop into the floor. The index finger and thumb side will tend to lift up. Do an internal rotation of your lower arms. Move your shoulders towards your hands a little bit first, chest away from your legs to drop the weight at the roots of your fingers. Maintain the weight there, and then take your chest back towards your legs without the roots of your fingers becoming light. If they become light, you've gone too far. Then lift your sit bones up, lengthen the spine, and straighten the legs any amount. And walk your hands back towards your feet. Keep your hands under your shoulders or close to your feet, and lengthen the spine forward. Look at the wall in front. Lift your sit bones up. So Donna, look forward, please. Yeah, lengthen the spine, lift the sit bones, opening the hip joint and the back of the legs, and then fold. Relax your torso towards your legs. Release your head. Hold the back of your ankles and heels with your hands, and use your hands to help support you, and just relax there. Good. Come to the half position, please. And let's see, actually bring your hands down, go back to downward dog. Take your hands forward. Keep your legs where they are. And then step or jump your legs through, come to a seated posture, and lie down on your back in Shavasana, please. Tuck the tailbone, lengthen your lower back. Tuck your shoulder blades under. And just let it go, relax. And on a basic level, remember, in the physical practice of yoga, relaxation is equal to loving kindness. So let it go. And just as you practice loving kindness towards yourself in the physical practice of yoga, by relaxing, and one way to gauge it is that if you feel totally relaxed in the physical practice, you are in the energy of loving kindness. And when you extend loving kindness energy towards others, one way to gauge it is that they will be able to relax in your presence. Just relax there.
I'm just going to move over a little bit. Actually, I may bring the items closer to me for Havdalah. That works. And I'm going to, I created a slide that hopefully I'll be able to share with you so that you can join in the words at home with me. Just pull it up here. Let's try it one more time. My slide doesn't want to open. There we go. Okay, and I should be able to share that with you now. Hopefully you can see those words so you can join in with me.
Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol, chatoteinu yimcho, zar'inu v'chaspinu yabekachol, berkochavim balayla, Shavua tov. Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov, Shavua Tov, a good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. May a good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Shavua Tov, everybody, and continue to practice that loving kindness for yourself throughout the week, and hopefully enough so that it will be easy to share it with others.
So beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you very
Karen.
much.
Thank you, everyone.
Nice to see everybody. Nice to see you, Donna, and everybody. Thank you.
Thanks.
Always lovely. And
Thank
I'm
you.
not tired now.
Good. Yeah. Nice.
Nice
Good.
ukulele playing.
Yes, Karen.
Thanks.
Some of those chords are pretty thing on the